Hello class, my name is Brandon Rich. I have a question, two questions actually. First, who believes in a higher power or a God? Fantastic. Now who has heard of Doom? Now what if I told you that you could play a game and feel like the higher power or God that you believe in? Insane, right? Well, what is Doom? Well, I like to start off with a little bit of background first before I explain basically what this is. Ever since I was a kid, my dad would play this game called Doom on the PC, and I would watch him all the time. I never got to play because I was too young, right? But I always watched him play, and I was always super stoked and psyched about it. I was like, holy cow, that looks so cool. It's amazing, it's radical. There was just something different about it compared to most other games I'd seen. And I understand the pixelated graphics might be a turnoff compared to graphics nowadays because we have HD, we even have 4K Ultra, razor sharp graphics. So what makes pixelated graphics so much better than those? Well, that's why I wanted to present today on why you should buy Doom. So why should you buy Doom? Enjoy gameplay. Innovating for its time. This is a picture right here of a man named John Romero. He is the creator of Doom. He worked for id Software. id Software is the developer of Doom. This man right here, he was a simple guy that just went to arcades to play games. One day he just felt like he needed to make games because of how simple it was. He had the programming software of a man named John Carmack. So him and John Carmack worked together to create what we have today known as Doom. In 1993 was when it was created. It was one of the most inspiring games of its time because it was the first first-person shooter to have lighting, different sound effects for different enemy types, and so forth. There's a quote, and it says, "In 1993, we fully expect to be the #1 cause of decreased productivity in businesses around the world." This was said by id Software in a press conference. Well, that's a pretty bold claim. To give you guys a perspective of how much productivity it did decrease, Microsoft, back in the day, Bill Gates, everyone knows who Bill Gates is, the creator of Microsoft had fewer downloads than Doom, the game. So Doom had more downloads than Microsoft, essentially, which made the millionaire at the time, Bill Gates, turn to id Software and ask them if he could make Microsoft a platform for Doom. So that is just a little bit of perspective on how much of a success and trend that Doom had led. Now, I'd like to also go over more of the gameplay. There's a large weapon selection. This is the first game that really brought a whole different arsenal of weaponry. First, you have the classic pistol start. You can also use your fist to punch if you don't have any ammo. But don't worry, because the guns get better. There's a shotgun, there's also a chain gun, there's a super shotgun, and then there's also a plasma auto rifle, a rocket launcher, and then there's something known as the BFG, which is the big effing gun. There's also varied enemies. This is really neat because instead of just shooting a bunch of random Nazis like in Wolfenstein, you actually get multiple different demons. There's an imp that shoots fireballs at you, there's zombie men that shoot bullets at you, and then there's pinkies which rush at you. Each enemy has different strategies that you have to know how to take care of them and know how to conserve your ammo and use it correctly. And so this game provides a lot of different strategies and different ways to tackle each map. In addition, there's multiple level and map designs. On the picture here on the far left, this is an example of what a map would look like in the original Doom of 1993. As you can see, there's a lot of detail. There's a lot of places to go. There's secret areas of the level which have armor bonuses and health packs and ammo upgrades and stuff. And so, as you can see, a lot of thought and time was put into creating these maps so that we could enjoy the gameplay experience. So, sorry about that. Why else should you buy Doom? Create memories. Doom was the first game to introduce multiplayer versus battles. Everyone thinks of 007 GoldenEye when they think of the original first-person shooter multiplayer, but it was actually Doom, which allowed players to not only play alongside each other in a co-op campaign, but also to play against each other in a free-for-all brawl, which was super exciting back in the day, especially because there weren't very many multiplayer systems out there. There were Ataris and PlayStations, most of the games being one player. But now you can have fun with your family and friends right at home over the internet, which was a phenomenal achievement. And then, of course, Doom also allows co-op campaign, but also 4-player campaign. So not only can you fight each other, but you can fight alongside each other in battle as well. So what is the most important reason you should buy Doom? Have fun. So, the music in the game is amazing, outstanding. At every level, it feels like the music moves with you when you play it. It's amazing. Can't compare it to anything else. It's sweet and simple, guys. There's really nothing else to it. You literally shoot demons. How does it get better than that? You just feel amazing when you're doing it. It's colorful and vibrant. Unlike most games nowadays, which have muddy colors, and while the graphics are amazing, most shooters feel dark. This is a very colorful, as you can see, a very colorful and vibrant game. It's also energetic and magnetic. Instead of hiding behind for cover, you're always going to be moving forward and trying to get the demons. The secrets in the map pull you forward. So it's a game that constantly brings like your inner God out of you to take care of hell. This is an artwork done by a fan of the game. That's Doom Guy right there. The person that you're playing as, his name is Doom Guy. It's as simple as that. And those are the demons. You could even compare it to life, as in we are fighting personal demons. This ultimately wonderful classic is truly the most inspirational first-person shooter ever created. And if you had to choose between Doom and another game, I don't care what it is, Doom would always be the winner. So let's review. Why should you buy Doom? Enjoy gameplay. Create memories. Have fun. Buy Doom.